I told my kids that their dad had an affair. Why the would you ever do that? Look, I get it. You're hurt, you're angry, and your kids come to you and they're like, Mom, why are you and Dad getting a divorce? But do you really think it's in your kids' best interest to be sharing the adult problems that you and your spouse are having with your children? This is one of the hardest conversations parents have during a divorce because every parent wants to protect their children, but they also don't want to lie to them. So where's the line? So over the next few minutes, I'm going to explain how Connecticut courts look at these types of conversations, when telling your child too much can actually hurt your custody case, and what you should do instead. Hi, my name is Kristen Wolfe with Wolfe Shore Law Group here in the state of Connecticut. We are a family law firm that helps you get through your family matter with peace and confidence to move forward with your life. Look, we have had so many cases where this exact situation arises. The kids are asking what's going on, and the parents don't want to lie. But there's a very easy way out of this. You don't have to tell them explicit details as to why you're getting a divorce, just that you weren't getting along and the marriage wasn't going as planned. Look, divorce is naturally a very, very emotional point in time. We get this, we understand, and so do the courts. But telling your kids out of vengeance or because you think they need to know, whatever the case may be, is not going to help you or your family to move forward. Your kids don't need to know that information, and the courts view it similarly. Remember, the state of Connecticut operates by what is based on the best interests of the kids. The court isn't deciding who was the better spouse. In fact, oftentimes we say to our clients, just because they were a spouse doesn't mean they were a shitty parent. Look, the reality is that if the kids are pulled into your drama with your spouse, they're going to be forced at some point in time to take sides. That is something that the courts really, really don't want to see. Let the kids be kids. Look, the issue isn't that you told the truth, it's how you told it. Remember, you can still say something to the effect of, the marriage wasn't working out, we weren't getting along. Those are all truths, but it doesn't say, your dad cheated on me with another woman. And remember, kids these days have access to a lot of information. So make sure that your text messages, your social media, anything along those lines are cleaned up and out of the purview of your kids. So what do you do in this type of situation? Well, we're not telling you to lie to your kids. We're just telling you that they don't need to know every single detail of what's going on in every single adult problem. Reassure your kids that they're loved, explain that this is an adult issue, and if you're unsure what to say, ask your attorney before having that conversation. Sometimes one conversation can impact months of a custody case. So bottom line, if you find out that your spouse is cheating, phone a friend, call a lawyer, don't tell your kids. If you or someone you know has found their spouse cheating, give us a call at 203-745-3151 or visit our website at www.wolfeandshorelaw.com. Set up a consultation and we'll sit down with you for 45 minutes and give you an explicit plan as to how to move this forward.